What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's my third post for YouTube today. Probably going to be my final post here before I get out and do something else. So right now, Bitcoin is currently at about 27.9K. Okay, down very slightly today. I don't expect too much movement over the weekend. Probably not until Sunday afternoon, which is Pacific Standard Time here. Which would be a new weekly candle, new daily candle. So I don't usually expect too much to happen. There are exceptions, but I don't expect too much to happen this weekend. Now let's see what's going on, right? Because Bitcoin is at about that 28K zone. It is at a decision point, okay? Very important to be paying attention to what is going on in this market right now, because if Bitcoin reclaims the daily 200, the weekly 200, then things could be looking a lot better for the altcoins, at least in the short term. But if you get a pullback from here, that is going to drag quite a bit of these altcoins down with it. So very important to be paying attention to Bitcoin right now. Now, the main topic of this post is going to be about DENT token. Haven't talked about this for a little while. Let's revisit this and see what has gone on since last time. It's been pretty boring price action in here. If you guys are in this market, you guys will probably know what I'm talking about. I don't have this coin, but just looking at this chart, it's just dragging on for quite some time. We're going to take a look into what has changed since the last time I've talked about this. Going to be taking a look into some upside and downside price targets for this coin, as well as some key price levels it needs to break in order to go either direction. I'm going to be giving you guys my personal sentiment and opinions on this overall crypto market as a whole later in this video, so make sure to stay around for that. Of course, none of what I'm saying here is financial advice. It's purely my personal opinions and speculations. I could very well be wrong. I am not a financial advisor, nor am I an elite trader of any sort, even though I am a profitable trader who's been able to keep most of my profits during the last bear markets. And I'm looking to crush it here for the next bull cycle. So if you guys feel the same way, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's get right into the charts. All right, we're going to come down here to DENT, okay? I'm not going to do too much on Bitcoin today, but if you guys do want to see more of my detailed post on Bitcoin, do check out my first post today. A lot of good material there, a lot of good information that you should be paying attention to right now. Bitcoin is at a decision point, okay? Now, let's come over here to DENT. See what's going on in this market. Currently down very slightly for the day, right? Last time we've talked about the higher time frames, right? On this weekly time frame, a falling wedge pattern has broke out of this pattern, right? Measure move from this falling wedge pattern is going to be about I think for even sake, I'm just gonna say 0.15 cents area. Okay, 0.15 cents area. Price action broke out of this falling wedge pattern back in July. You know, and it did nothing except for just drag on for quite some time. So that's why every time I say you know, you break out and you have a measure move, always you know, take that measure move with a grain of salt. It is an estimate, okay? Because there could be a lot of what ifs that could happen in between. And in this case, you know, it broke out and this price action has just been dragging on. Even came down here to retest its previous lows in the pattern. But in my opinion, this breakout is still active. This price action is still above this falling wedge pattern. So it is still active. And this measure target, it is still an active measure target. Okay. So will it actually get there? Well, we're gonna have to come back and chart this on a lower time frame and see if we can get any clues on what could be happening on a higher time frame, such as the weekly here. Okay. So after the price action has actually broken out of this pattern, I also want to mention, which pretty sure I mentioned last time, is that this price action has formed a double bottom, right? The neckline would be about 0.0875 cents. I hope I'm saying that right. 0.0875 cents area. That would be the neckline of this double bottom. This is a sub pattern, I would say, of this breakout of this falling wedge pattern, which is not uncommon to see, right? The measure target out of this double bottom pattern would be about 0.12 cents area. Still active, in my opinion, because, you know, it had formed a double bottom, and basically it dragged on for quite some time more. But this is definitely a situation to be paying attention to, because if this price action does break this double bottom, you know, that is not going to be looking good, right? And then we're going to come back here to revisit what could be going on instead, right? If you guys want to continue seeing DENT, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment, letting me know that you guys do want to see more of this post of this coin. I'll bring you guys an update if enough of you guys want to see it. Now, let's take a look into a smaller time frame and see if we can get any kind of clues on what could be happening. On this daily time frame, I really don't see a particular pattern. I mean, this is not a falling wedge, right? You got, you know, this is not a falling wedge, so there is no particular pattern here on this daily time frame, which is not common to see, right? So let's come over here to even the 4-hour time frame. Is there anything I can work with here? So price action looks like it has recently hit a high of about 0.065 cents area, right? Back maybe just within the last week here, right? No particular pattern here that I'm seeing. This could form some type of a cup and handle, but this price action does need to come back here to retest 0.065 cents area. So not a developed cup and handle. I'm just making my best guess based on what's happening here, right? So that is just something to note. Of course, if this does become a cup and handle and breaks out of it, then that could be the start of something new. It could tell me that double bottom could be playing out, but it's still too small of a time frame to really make a good conclusion or good judgment. Okay, something to be paying attention to. Let's come over here to even the the hourly time frame and see if we can get any ideas on what's going on. I mean, it's pretty insignificant, because we were looking at the weekly and the daily. Well, the weekly, and you know, that's been pretty dragged out price action. So kind of insignificant, but let's see if we have any clues on what could be going on here instead. Okay, on this hourly time frame. Okay. So on this hourly time frame, we have a falling channel, right? Falling channels typically break to the upside, so the probabilities are in the bull's favor, but that is not to say there is still a chance to break to the downside, okay? If it breaks to the upside, the measure move will be about 0.062 cents area, okay? Based on, you know, if this price action breaks out within the next couple of hours. If it doesn't, and this price action is still within this pattern, then move this measure target lower along this upper trend line, and you'll get a lower measure target. That's basically what I can say for DENT so far right now, because not much is really going on. Let's take a look into some key price levels that you should be paying attention to in order to get to the upside here. Okay, you have your daily 21 SMA immediate resistance, 0.061 cent area. Daily 50 SMA, the gray line here, 0.062 cent area. Daily 200 SMA, 0.08 cent area. 3-day 21 SMA, 0.06 0.04 area. 3-day 50 SMA about the 0.073 cents area. Just gonna round it off. 3-day 200 SMA at about that 0.11 cents area. Okay. You guys can repeat the same exercise on the weekly, the monthly, or whatever time frames you guys are interested in to find some key resistances, as well as pointing back to some past trading history based on whatever time frames you guys are interested in. I am mainly interested in the higher time frames. We can come over here to the monthly time frame here. The monthly time frame here, and see if we can get any key supports to be paying attention to. I'm just going to come here so I can get a cleaner look on this monthly time frame. All right, so it looks like we are at one at about the 0.06 cents area. If this key support does not hold, then we're gonna be looking at the 0.038 cents area as far as I can read this, okay? You guys could probably look into this yourself, but the candles are just gonna get very hard to read, so account for some error there, okay? So what I can see is 0.038 cents, I think, from about January 2021. I'm just gonna say that 0.04 cents area, okay? Can't really read it. You guys can read into it if you guys are really interested, okay? So that's basically what I'm seeing here. 0.06 cents area, next key support. 0.04 cents area, the next key support, which is still pretty considerable way down from where we are, right? Let's take a look into so my overall opinions on this market, sentiment on this market is still overall bullish, cautious, because we are at a huge resistance, okay? But still overall bullish. I am still long on quite a bit of altcoins. If you guys want to continue seeing DENT, like, comment, subscribe, letting me know that you guys do want to continue seeing this coin. I'll bring you guys an update if enough of you guys want to see it. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great weekend. I'll see you guys on the next one.